I'm going to read some scripture here from John 11 and John 12. I might jump around a bit, but I'm going to start in verse 45 of John 11. And many of the Jews which came to Mary and had seen the things which Yeshua did believed on him. But some of them went their ways to the Pharisees and told them what things Yeshua had done. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, "What do we? For this man does many miracles. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him. And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation." And one of them, named Caiaphas, being the high priest that same year, said unto them, "You know nothing at all, nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people, and that the whole nation perish not." And this spake he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yeshua should die for that nation. And not for that nation only, but that also he should gather together in one the children of God that were scattered abroad. Then from that day forth they took counsel together for to put him to death. Yeshua therefore walked no more openly among the Jews, but went thence unto a country near to the wilderness, into a city called Ephraim, and there continued with his disciples. Now I'm going to stop there and point something out. That verse 52, he's going to gather together in one the children of God that were scattered abroad. You see, when you read James, it says it's written to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Peter starts off his first epistle with, "To the strangers scattered throughout." This is the dispersed. The Jews even knew about this back in the day in John 7. See if I can find where it's at. Then said the Jews among themselves, "Whither will he go?" Talking about Yeshua. "That we shall not find him. Will he go into the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles?" So this dispersed is the northern kingdom that was scattered to the four corners of the earth because they were divorced from God for worshiping a tree, which is similar to exactly what the Christians are doing nowadays. And Romans 11 tells you never to do the same thing the northern kingdom did to get them booted out of the land. And all the Christians are doing it, and how much more severe will their punishment be? Now, when you go to Isaiah 56, there's similar speech here. I'm going to start in verse 6. Also the sons of the stranger, these are the Gentiles, that join themselves to Jehovah to serve him and to love the name of Jehovah. Well, everyone's blaspheming his name by saying that Jesus is God, a perverse and crooked generation that won't take correction. To be his servants, everyone that keeps the Sabbath from polluting it and takes hold of my covenant. That's the 10 Commandments. Even them will I bring to my holy mountain and make them joyful in my house of prayer. Their burnt offerings and their sacrifices shall be accepted upon my altar, for my house shall be called a house of prayer for all people. The Lord Jehovah, which gathers the outcasts of Israel, says, "Yet will I gather others to him beside those that are gathered unto him." That's the second sheepfold that's going to rise up in the end days. And we're reading out of John 11 here that's talking about it. But if you back up into John chapter 10, Yeshua says there is another sheepfold, and them also I must bring. And when you're reading in Romans 11, it tells you that after the fullness of the Gentiles comes in, that's the church going full-blown apostate. He's going to turn away iniquity from Jacob, and so all of Israel shall be saved. So the first fruits are Jacob the servant. Those that join themselves to Jehovah to serve him and to love his name. And the watchmen are going to proclaim the name of Jehovah day and night, giving him no rest till New Jerusalem is made a praise in all the earth. And it's the New Jerusalem's the 144,000, the holy city that comes down. But another detail to point out, Isaiah 56 is also being quoted in Matthew 21 as Yeshua is casting out the ones that sold in the temple and were choosing sacrifice over mercy, the sacrificial law over the mercy of God, which Yeshua told you to go learn what this means, that I desire mercy and not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God more than burnt offerings, but they like men have transgressed the covenant. There have they dealt treacherously against me. And the mercy of God is the 10 commandments unto 1,000 generations. So it's this prophetic event when Yeshua is casting them out of the temple. Because after it gives you this quote here in Isaiah 56, look what it says. All ye beasts of the field come to devour, yea, all ye beasts in the forest. His watchmen, the servants of that one, the Christmas Jesus guy, the son of perdition, and the children